Well, talk to me about this film. And
Well, it's a true story,
true.
which is the first and foremost is a true story. I play a guy, Danny Moore, who was based on Darren Cox, who was this marketing genius who came up with this idea to take kids from their couches who were playing video games, simulated video games, and put them into real cars on a track and see what would happen. It was a mad idea. He sold the idea to Nissan, to Sony. It was never going to happen, but finally his dedication and passion for it won over. And ultimately he created the GT Academy, which was a game, not a game, rather it was a competition. And it was Archie's character, the true story of Jan Martinborough, who won the competition and then went on to race in Le Mans and, you know, podium in Le Mans. So it was
about 10 months.
It's great to have that title of Gran Turismo, but have a true story, you know?
It's unbelievably, I think that the unique thing about this film is you have the scale and the adrenaline of all these racing scenes, which have been shot unbelievably uniquely because everything is real. There's not a single thing that's cheated. There's no green screen. When I'm in the car, I'm in the car at full racing speed. There's nothing that is faked. But in the center of that, you have this unbelievably emotional film, which was the pull for me. When I first met for this film, I didn't even know it was going to be based on Gran Turismo. I just heard about Jan's story. And knowing that Jan, you know, it was so dedicated, all the things he sacrificed to get to where he was, it was so moving to me that I think that is the real thing that's going to keep audiences hooked.
Orlando, you and I are parents. What are we going to tell our kids about?
Dream big. Dream big. Have a dream,
With
have a vision.
video games.
Dedicate.
Now it's a way of living. Come on. Now it's a way
Listen,
of
the
living.
world we're living in today is like, I just think less devices, more time in nature and in the real world. But I will say that within the heart of this story is a dream. It's a dream, and there's dedication and excellence. And when you go behind the scenes and see the teamwork that goes into building a car and a racetrack and a team of drivers to win on a racetrack, there is dedication, there is focus, there is excellence, and that's something that, like, I think we can all aspire to. You know
And
what
those
I mean?
skills are transferable. Like, you know, this. Usually we see people come from real life into gaming, and that's the fear. But this guy comes from the virtual world, and he goes into real life. Those skills were completely transferable, and he was able to then podium at Le Mans.
And the value. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. What can I tell to my kids with 15 years that I have to pull it back every single day from the TV and the video games?
What video games does he play?
I don't know, maybe from Minecraft to whatever, to GT. It's a lot of things in the computer, but it's a way of living right now. It's not only in your car.
What I was getting at was, like, was it a video game that he can generate an income from, is what I meant, right? Because, like, there are some video games that you should just leave him and just let him, like, he could go on to, like, earn a lot of money. So, but it depends what it is. Like, some of them are not good for that.
I think it's balance, isn't it? As a parent, you know, that's okay to do a little bit, but then also go outside. Balance. I think this movie integrates, you know, the game life with real life. It's saying both. The life moves on. We cannot control change and evolution. Embrace it, but then find balance. It's a bit like if you like sugar. You know, you don't have to put 10 teaspoons. You put maybe 1, or not have sugar all the time. Balance.
What kept you? What attracted you from this story?
I think it was two things. The first thing was that when I read the script, it felt optimistic and felt very positive, which is unusual for me.
For a change, yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
And then the other thing was that it was a super interesting way to make a video game film. That I hadn't ever seen a video game film approach something from the standpoint of a true story or a biography, and where the game is referenced in the world of the movie, like Gran Turismo. It's here on this TV in the movie, as opposed to being inside Gran Turismo, which is normally what video game movies do, that you live inside the narrative of the game. So it was really interesting on those two levels. And then there's a third element, which is that I love cars. I totally love cars. And actually, the kids train on Nissan GTR Nismos at GT Academy because Nissan paid for the academy. And I've had 3 of those cars. So when I read the screenplay, I was like, you know, I have an obsession with this particular car, and the whole movie is kind of like based on this car. So I should probably direct this film.
I don't know. It's gonna be, I guess, for this film, a totally different experience in 3D.
Well, it's not 3D.
It's not.
It's not in 3D.
Thank God.
Venka.
Yeah.
Why?
I hate 3D films.
Really?
I absolutely can't stand them.
It is immersive though.
No.
It's very, very.
I saw.
unairbrushed.
Well, I saw the image, and I was thinking in 3D is gonna be. I don't know.
Do you like watching 3D films?
I love. Yes. Some films.
I mean, the
Not
only
all
one
of
that's
them,
like
but
okay
yes.
is Avatar, I think, in
Or
3D.
Ratatouille. Have you watched? I went to a.
Well, Ratatouille or any animated film is naturally more amenable to 3D
Yeah.
because you can control the render.
Spider-Man in the
you know.
Spider-Verse, for example.
See, when you have live action, a lot of the time it's reverse engineered 3D, which is disgusting.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, it's not my thing.